Hello, my name is Stephen Aleman. I'm with Disability Rights Texas. Disability Rights Texas is a nonprofit dedicated to advancing the rights of persons with disabilities in any number of areas. My focus today is to talk to you about public education and the coming school year and how the state legislature has passed several important bills that are going to affect the services that students with disabilities receive. Throughout today, we're going to be coming to you live, highlighting some of those bills. On our website, www.drtx.org, you're going to find a lot of information to help you navigate through this school year, including updates on the same things I'm going to be reviewing. This morning, we're going to start with covering a bill that affects every public school and every public school student and their right to enter the special education system. Just to let you know, several years ago, the state of Texas ran into trouble because of guidance from the state that limited the number of students with disabilities that could be identified and served in our state. I'm not going to go into the details of that controversy because if you at all have been following us, you know that we've worked very hard on that issue. But if you're new to Texas or want a refresher, I want to point out that we do have a resource on our page called Keeping Tabs on TEA. TEA stands for Texas Education Agency. And that resource walks you through the history and background of what we refer to as the 8.5% cap. Now, there is no more 8.5% cap in Texas to limit the number of students with disabilities that may be identified and served. However, we're still dealing with that issue and the ramifications of those limitations over several years. So let me talk this morning, first of all, about a piece of legislation that's going to get new information to parents just to make sure that no child is being left behind who needs special education help. In the Texas legislature, as you may know, they meet every other year. So in 2019, state lawmakers were here from January to May, and they passed several bills in the area of public education. One in particular was Senate Bill 139. Senate Bill 139 has to do with a notice that's going to be required in this coming 2019-2020 school year to every family of a public school student. The bill requires our State Department of Education, what we call the Texas Education Agency, to develop a model form and notice that every school district will then use and customize for their local system to give to every parent to let them know that if you believe that you have a child that has a physical or mental disability and those needs need to be addressed through the delivery of special education services, special instruction, but the school has not yet answered and responded to those needs, then you can take steps to get the school system to do the right thing. In special education, the first thing that has to happen is what we call a referral and evaluation. A referral is just simply the acknowledgement and identification of a particular student that he or she needs some help or might need some help. And then what we call the evaluation is a series of formal tests, questionnaires, and observations of the student to really understand where the student is, what is the nature of the disability, and what are the needs that must be met by the school through specialized instruction or what we call related services, such as occupational therapy, speech therapy. So this notice required by TEA or by the legislature, where TEA will develop a model notice, will be given to schools. Every school must then customize it to let you know who in that school district you may contact, and then the school will send it out to every family. Once you receive that notice, you'll have the most current information if you believe your child is still being left out or left behind in special ed services so that we can get them the right help now in the 2019-2020 school year. Now, in the meantime, before the notice comes out and the local information is included, I want to let you know that on our Disability Texas website, again, www.drtx.org, you can find already a resource that we refer to as How to Request an Initial Evaluation for Special Education Eligibility. This resource on our website is very general, but has enough specific information and recommendations that you can use, including a sample letter and a sample form before the state form comes out that you can give to your school district saying, I believe my child needs help with special education. So that resource, again, is already on our website, but when you get, and you can use that today, but otherwise be aware that the state is making an effort to get beyond the 8.5% cap on special education services, and is making sure that every family knows in this coming school year that if they believe the school's overlooked their child, here's the local information you need. So Senate Bill 139 is just one bill that we're going to be highlighting today as schools reopen for the new school year. Some students have already returned. Some students will be going back to school in the coming weeks. We want to help you get ready and know that Disability Rights Texas is a resource for you in the area of public education and special education services. Follow us on our social media, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and here again on Facebook, we'll be doing a series of events throughout today talking about and highlighting some of these key bills that will be affecting students with disabilities in the new school year. Thanks for watching for now, and stay tuned. We'll be back with you in less than an hour on another topic. Thank you.